This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 949. I am Brian Kilby. Radio Free Cybertron is the world's first and oldest toy and action figure podcast since 1999. With me this week, we have Rob. How's it going, Rob? That good, huh?
You gotta like give him some warning before you call on him so that he can unmute.
Rob said he had to step away for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how Rob's doing this week.
There's Chris.
Yes.
Matt.
Hello.
Don.
Yo.
Diecast.
Here from Kansas City.
Yeah. And John, you had an experience last week, apparently.
Yeah, I had a medical scare. I had an ear infection, like a 5-year-old, but it did land because I'm old and weak.
Did they put tubes in?
Do
you have tubes?
Yeah, it landed me in the hospital. No, it was more gross than that. They basically took like a vacuum meant for your ear and did some housekeeping in my ear. But like the ENT, the ear, nose, and throat specialist has basically a vacuum that is ear sized. So anyway, I won't go any further.
That's amazing.
Other than I also was administered hardcore medication. It was very exciting.
Cool. So
and yep,
that's crazy. One, I'm glad you're feeling better. Two,
thank you.
I have COVID right now, so I'm not exactly certain how this is going to go. I have a little bit of a cough, and like I've hardly had a cough this go round, but the big thing has been like fatigue and a fever. So if my fever spikes, I'm going to get loopy. So
look forward to it.
That would be awesome.
This could be really fun, or it could be really bad. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll be fine. Cause like right now, like I'm a little stuffy, a little bit of a cough. I got a mute button here. I can take care of it, but, yeah, we'll see. Okay. Let's jump into the news. Activate your alt mode. Shockwave wins the character selection phase. Voting currently underway for alt mode type. C is currently winning by a small margin over wild card. So he's going to be a submarine.
Maybe.
Yeah. An upside down submarine.
Yeah.
A Grimlock? Wait, is Grimlock going to be the submarine? Or...
No, Shockwave. Pay attention, Diecast.
Yeah.
I'm
Shockwave
so
won.
confused. I thought we said Grimlock won the character vote.
Last week. He won the first round.
Oh, that's right.
Well,
But
yeah, something
Grimlock
like that.
versus Shockwave, Shockwave won.
Yeah. I don't
Overall
understand
character
how,
selection.
to be honest.
Because nobody wants Grimlock to not be a Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I'm really worried about is if Shockwave wins this thing and he gets like a contemporary alt mode, getting a Hearts of Steel Shockwave will be even harder
Why?
because they're not going to do two Shockwaves anytime close to each other.
Yeah, they
I
do.
mean,
They've already
he's
done.
Currently, the C category is currently winning.
Yeah. So I think.
Yeah, it'd be a great chance to just like bootstrap Hearts of Steel
To
sound
just
or
do
Shockwave.
Hearts of Steel Shockwave.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I just hope that's actually happens, but with my luck, I'm not hedging my bets.
Well, I don't care because Shockwave has gotten like new modes, and it's like this is not a big deal. So, thank you for trying, Hasbro, but yeah. I guess this injects interest for somebody. So, not everybody has been a fan for 40 years. So,
Ouch.
yeah. So, like,
I would rather create a new character than change something about an existing one that's been around for 40 years.
yeah.
Yeah, I think the new character would have been the way to go personally, but
Yeah.
hey, it is what it is.
Yeah. Okay. We all love Blokees, I think. We all love Blokees, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So there's new Blokees. There's Galaxy Wave 8. Saw this pop up today. So this is where you can get your Unicron, right? That's
Yes, so there is an opaque version Unicron head in this assortment, and the clear one that we saw before. So I assume the clear one is like one of the Chase variants, which I believe was speculated when that popped up.
Wait, is
Yeah,
that an under 3? Oh no, it's not an under 3. Sorry, I thought this was
no,
under...
it's
an arc.
That's the arc.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an arc, which is a storage box for like spare Blokees bits. They've had this for a while in Sharkticon variety, so they're introducing a new one that's an arc.
This is so
I wish the
cool.
Shark
I
Con
love
ones-
this.
Sorry.
I wish the Sharkticon ones didn't cost so much because I'd have a ton of the little things.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to get a few of these little ARC boxes, but at the same time, like you say, they're probably going to cost too much for that to be practical.
Yeah, like I think Big Bad Toy Store wanted like 10 or 15 for the small Sharkticon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I got one anyway. It's cute.
What is that Prime? He's like half Optimus Prime, half dead. Is that what they were going for?
It's like Secret Identity Optimus Prime. His secret identity is that he's dead.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
is
an
that-
interesting question.
Well, he's being like shot through his midsection, so yeah, I think he's in the process of dying.
That is so weird.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I love it. I can't wait to get this wave. It's just
Yeah. Well, I will say I've only have the smoke screen. That's the only one I've ever bought, other than the RC that
I have a
together.
package I need to send you.
But I think the Sludge looks great, and I love that Metroplex. That
Metroplex is really nice.
It
Yeah,
It
is.
is.
Yeah. So I mean, the problem is though, unless you buy a whole box, you're not guaranteed to get any of these, right?
Yeah, you have to. But if you buy a box, you get them all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
buy a
okay.
box, Don.
Yeah, gotta catch them all.
Okay, what I meant to say is like if you buy a case of these, you're going to be guaranteed to get
The
these
whole
figures.
basic assortment, and you may or may not get chase versions.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
the
alright.
problem. You might get a rarer version that you don't want.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I would just like the Sludge and the Metroplex, to be honest. The Unicron head, it's nice, but I've got HasLab Unicron, and he's in planet mode, and I have still never transformed mine. So I have a Unicron head that I can say, here.
You have a
Well,
Unicron head
Don,
at home,
if
is
you
what
buy
you're
the
saying.
box and you get a Unicron head, I will purchase it off you. But the funny thing is, I'm looking at the Unicron head, and it totally does the Hasbro Unicron head thing where they didn't paint the bottom teeth, or they didn't even like mold them, so they're just blue instead of being
Oh, geez.
Now-
silver.
on the Devastator, supposedly the combining parts were not going to be sold in the U.S.
Yeah, that was the
So-
information at the time, and now that's
They've
changed.
corrected it. Yeah.
So-
they've
Okay,
These go for like $100 on eBay.
the cases.
No, the Devastator bits.
Oh,
Yeah, and I think you can just like order the Devastator combiner parts now from like Entertainment Earth for $5 or something.
Yeah, they're
I-
coming to the U.S.
Be right
like,
back.
now. So yeah.
because I know Show Z had been getting the Devastator parts in and out of stock.
Yeah, they'd been trying to work with the Blokees people to get a
Yeah.
supply line of those.
Yeah, it's still sold out.
Okay, I will go back and check later and see if I can find it. Oh wait,
Yeah.
Blade says Blocky's US site is selling it for $5. I'll be right back.
Oh, there you
Chris? Yeah.
Well,
Then you need
I know I
the
saw it
other
somewhere.
ones.
I mean, I assume he has a supply of the little Defender Constructicon vehicles
I do.
at this point. Yeah, so
Gotcha.
yeah, this looks like a good assortment. I'm probably not going to get any of them because of import problems now, but I'm nice that these exist. We'll see. We'll see what the options look like in a couple months.
So one
These are
box contains everything. So it's literally $5.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I love this.
Yeah, I mean it is just the combiner parts. It's not the Constructicons, but yeah, $5 for the parts to put your Constructicons together.
You can buy it with the bits too.
Yeah, that will cost more.
Yeah.
So, do these things transform, or are they
No.
just vehicle? They're just the vehicles,
Yeah, they're
and
the
then
vehicles, and then you build them onto the combiner parts, and you get a Devastator out of it.
but the ones that have robot modes are just little blockies that are in robot mode.
Yes,
Okay, all right. Sorry, it's very different. There's so many of these things at so many
there's
different
so
scales.
yeah, there's so many different series of Blockies. I can understand how it'd be hard to keep track of what's doing what.
I mean, they really need to like have definitive like Scout. Like we used to
Well,
have
they
was like
they do. There's Defender, which is those little tiny ones. There's Galaxy, which is the original sized ones that we were all familiar with. Then they have what they now call Champion, which used to be the classic edition, which is the little bit larger, more complicated build ones, like the movie Optimus and Bumblebee that Walmart started stocking several months ago in place of Generations toys. And then there is something called the Action Edition, which has, I think, maybe more build complexity and like lights.
Yeah, this needs to be wrote down somewhere. So
it is.
I mean, literally,
it's website.
Okay, I mean, like I said, I just want Sludge. I just think Sludge looks really nice. So I'll try to find a Sludge.
Okay, like shipping on this is like $14 just for the one thing. So I'm gonna wait and combine it with another order. So
yeah.
Okay. So what else we have? So did you mention Jetwing Optimus while I was doing that?
No, we just kept on with the Galaxy stuff because Don had questions.
So this is the Champion class, so that's the classic class they renamed. Yeah. So it's that Optimus. I don't care.
Yeah, Dark of the Moon Optimus with the flight options.
Yeah, so I genuinely, I mean, I guess it looks okay if that's your thing, but it's not mine.
Yeah, no, it looks really nice and it comes with a ton of stuff. I don't particularly want to own it either.
That is pretty nice. I gotta admit, that is really nice.
I mean, it makes the movie design palatable.
It does.
It's probably the most cost-efficient way you're going to get that design for Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
And the least complex, probably, too.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's an Action Edition, another Optimus Prime. If you
Transformers 1, Optimus Prime.
Yeah. There's just so many Optimus Primes.
Yeah, there really are.
Sadly, I think I like the other one better than this. How? And I'm going to read I haven't clicked on this one yet. MOTU Mega Optimus Prime Cross. Oh my God. What is this?
Okay, so Brown is a character from the it's from like Japan and Asia originally, the Line instant messaging service. They have their own characters for their like emoticon stickers and stuff. Brown is one of those characters. And he has done a crossover version of Brown dressed as Optimus Prime, essentially.
It's so cute. It really is.
It is. It's sort of like if you went to Build-A-Bear Workshop and got an Optimus Prime outfit for one.
Yeah, kind of.
It's like Mazinger Pooh Prime, something like that.
Oh, bother.
Yeah, I don't hate this. I'm not getting it, I don't think. Maybe I will.
Right.
Yeah, I'd put this next to a bear guy, no problem. I mean...
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that's a thing.
First, I need a bear guy.
Did I go in... So we have photos of the Masters of the Universe cross Transformers, Megatron and Bumblebee.
Mm-hmm.
I said I was not buying these, right?
Yeah.
And the rest of us said you were.
Yeah.
Did I go back? Correct. Did I go back on that on the show or after?
Well, now you looked at it and you saw some pictures of the Megatron, and you said something that to the effect of, "Hey, that's not as bad as I thought it would be."
I bought them, so we'll see what these look like when they.
Well, I ordered I pre-ordered the Megatron too because that Skeletor Megatron is kind of nifty.
It is kind of nifty.
Did I do my Just Four Guys rant when we talked about this last time?
I do it again. I don't remember it.
Yeah. We
Okay.
can show content. It's fine.
Yeah, so the problem with these is that we are getting two intersections of Just Four Guys syndrome. Like, Bumblebee and Man-at-Arms makes no sense. Man-at-Arms would be a great match for Wheeljack, but when you're licensing Transformers, there's just four guys.
Yes.
There's Optimus Prime, Megatron, Bumblebee, and Starscream.
Sometimes Soundwave. Sometimes
Soundwave. Yeah, but on the Masters of the Universe side, Buzz-Off would be a much better match for Bumblebee.
Oh, yeah.
But on the Masters of the Universe side, there's just four guys. He-Man, Skeletor, Man-at-Arms, and probably Teela. So yeah, this is my problem with these is that, like Megatron Skeletor works. I'm going to be interested, Optimus Prime He-Man will probably be pretty cool. I'll be interested to see who they mismatch Starscream with in the inevitable second wave.
Evil Lyn?
that could work actually. But yeah, just like this is the problem with licensing these characters and franchises. Like, you could come up with some really cool designs here if it didn't have to be so incredibly reductive for marketing purposes.
Yeah, because you've got characters that basically would fit better together, make more sense, but they're not the top big tier characters from each franchise.
Yeah. Hey,
and it's
yeah.
See, I think Megatron should have been Keldor and Skeletor should be Galvatron.
I was thinking, Galvatron Skeletor would probably have been even better.
That's clever, yeah. So, semi-related, my Battle Cat Man hit my pile of loot. I'm not going to ship it yet, but I am actually...
It's a really nice figure, but it looks really good.
I'm looking forward to that. So, yeah, Just 4 Guys. I like that. That's the show title right now. Just 4 Guys.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. It's very much the corollary to what Power Rangers is going through, where it's just 1993. Like, all you can license is Mighty Morphin.
Yeah. Let's see here. Some last shots of the who wrote this?
The hand painted Liokaiser prototype.
Evan. So I'm gonna as you wrote it, whoever wrote this, some last shots of the paint Liokaiser prototype.
Yeah, that was a typo.
Okay. So, it's the Liokaiser test shot. So,
so this is what they were displaying at San Diego Comic-Con. Evan took some pictures of it to put on Instagram before they shipped it back to Takara.
It looks so nice.
He's expecting to get the first engineering pilot back in 1 to 2 months, which seems really soon to me, but I may be misremembering when that campaign actually wrapped up, because we might be right on schedule with that. But yeah, in a month or so, they're expecting the first test shots to come out of the cut molds for this. So we should be actually fairly getting close to Liokaiser being fulfilled, which is, again, I feel like this is really soon.
Well, I think, Brian, because if you look at Kill Bison and Drillhorn, Hellbat and Skyhawk, they're all basically the same 2 molds, mirroring each other for the most part.
They still have to inject them. They still have to
but I'm saying there's it's not as
mass produce them.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, with all those similarities, that's got to be adding something to.
I think we've got about another 6 months to wait.
Yeah,
still.
yeah. So Don, in the pre-production, up to the point where you have to cut the molds, sure, that's going to save some time.
Yeah,
but they're not the same. Unless they literally are the same mold with some tweaks or something gated off or something. They still have to, like Matt said, mass produce them, and they still It takes just as much effort to mass produce a toy as it would its subsequent repaint. So
right. I understand. I just figured there was got to be some time saving in there that maybe may make
up until the point they start running the plastic into the mold, because it takes a fixed amount of time to cycle that every time. So it actually would take them longer to do it if they use the literal same steel mold to make Kill Bison and Drillhorn, because you would have that cycle time for Kill Bison, then you'd have the same cycle time consecutively for Drillhorn.
I was just saying, if the drafting and design side was 2 months shorter because of that means they could have been cut 2 months sooner and then 2 months going in. I'm just saying.
So the thing you remember with the HasLab like this, the reason that we can go from the campaign finishing to a product being delivered in usually about a year is because before they launch that campaign, they've done all of that pre-design work. Now, we know that the toys here, a few of them underwent some minor revisions after the first prototype was done, based on some feedback and just their hands-on experience actually fiddling with the physical model that they created. So that changes it a little bit, but a lot of the fundamental stuff was done already. So once the campaign funded, that's when it was okay, we're scheduling the time at the factory, we're going to have them cut the molds, and this is going to start rolling forward from here. The majority of the design work that would be the time savings that you're thinking of happened before the campaign ever started.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Sorry.
Yeah,
No, Don, it's great. Those are good observations because we can have these conversations and kind of we can talk about this and get both points of view out and kind of understand how this actually works.
So the thing I find interesting about HasLab, so like there's stuff that gets designed all the time that doesn't all the time that doesn't get produced. So like really the cost that goes into HasLabs if it doesn't get produced is the salary of the people that did the design work. Now,
which they would be making anyway, most likely. Yeah.
Yeah. So HasLab's kind of genius. Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing about this Liokaiser that still bugs me, and it shouldn't, is the wings. The wings on Skyhawk and Hellbat do not match in silhouette. I don't know why, but that bugs the snot out of me.
I mean, I can understand wanting there to be a little bit more symmetry with that.
Yeah. I guess with me having lucky enough to have the original, I guess it's like that just stands out to me more than anything else is just it not being mirror images of each other.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you mean, and like I would potentially want either or of the wings to be more the shape of their, opposite side, but I don't think. Well, I don't know.
It's very minor.
I don't have the original toy, but I don't think the originals are mirror images of each other either. It's just not as noticeable a difference as this.
Yeah. I mean, I can live with it because I can live with it.
I only have.
How many did you order? 3?
I only have. I only have Rescue Force. So
no, I just got one.
But I have 2 sets of Rescue Force.
I mean, we will live with this
and you're
because
going to give one of those to me.
We've all already paid for this. We're going to live with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, would I like a second one for display and individual? Yeah, but Liokaiser is not like Fire Convoy. I didn't have the...
Yes, so much better than Fire Convoy.
Substantially better.
I just didn't see a need of having 2 because having the individual Breast Force members isn't as important as having all 3 versions of Optimus Prime.
What did they change Breast Force to with this? I forget.
Chest Force.
Chest Force. I love it. Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
I would have just called them Beast Force.
Or
Beast
Power
Force.
Masters.
Yeah, Power Masters makes as much sense as anything. Okay. DNA Designs animated Metasaur kit.
I have feelings about this. I don't know if I like it or not, but I don't hate it. I'm very conflicted.
So,
and
this is a repaint of an existing kit, and they're just calling
No,
it
yeah.
Metasaur?
Yeah, it's
partially.
It's based on their kit for Legacy Animated Optimus to make the Jetwing configuration from the end of season 3.
Okay. So there's just 2 versions of it, a black version and a Metasaur version.
Well, there's the Optimus version. There's a version that they did for just Motormaster to make it like Jetwing Motormaster. And now there's this version, as you can see in the second picture, that gives that armor the Stunticon colors.
It's pretty clever.
It is.
Yeah, I think it's clever.
I'm just torn on whether I want it or not.
Yeah. I don't, because I don't really go for these, but I see the appeal.
Yeah, because I mentioned on Twitter, I wish that the proposed third-party kit to turn the BotCon animated Stunticons into an animated Minotaur hadn't turned into vaporware.
Well,
But
that was kind of an overly ambitious project anyway.
Yeah,
for a limited amount of units you could sell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I was just thinking in terms of the engineering and the production demands on that.
Yeah.
But for a convention exclusive, it was completely impractical. It's just like a fun throwback to the mid 2000s when they couldn't or wouldn't use the Motormaster name. So every time they wanted to use the Motormaster character, they just called him Menosaur, like individually.
Yeah.
or Motor Breath there for a short.
One or two of them were that.
I was thinking Motor Mouth, but yeah, Motor Breath. Hey, so tfradio.net/Discord. I just want to say, Ness said that he predicted this in November. I want to say I predicted it in September, just so I can be ahead. Okay, I'm not buying this, but like I
no, but it's interesting.
I do really like what they're doing here.
I'll admit I'm tempted. I am very tempted, but it's just like I don't know. It's left me flummoxed.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, good news, sort of, maybe. David Ellison, who is the head of Skydance Entertainment, who's the new head of Paramount post-merger, cites Transformers and Star Trek as priorities for the studio. Hey, got a name drop. That's good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's, probably going back to Bay in some capacity, which means anything for TF1 is pretty much.
I mean,
TF1.
We knew that wasn't going to happen.
Dead ended for a while. Yeah.
It's just.
But don't jump to conclusions. Don't go dark yet. It doesn't have to be Return to the Bayverse. It can be.
It's already been in talks with Michael Bay, so it's back to the well of diminishing returns.
Okay, don't.
To be honest, I'm more concerned about Star Trek because Star Trek being a priority for them means that they will want more direct input on what it's doing, and that's probably, that's not good.
It'll be a lot less like Star Trek.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, the Star Trek stuff that they've been doing, the streaming shows, yes, there has been the vocal contingent online that has decried some of the themes and stuff, but Star Trek has always had to go through that in various forms. But I think it's been doing pretty well overall. And if they look at how it's actually been doing in that way, they may just want to lean into what's already working and just kind of expand from there.
Yeah.
But that was before the sale of Paramount.
Or they could look at Section 31 and be like, wow, that was awesome. We need to make more of these.
That's the more likely scenario, I fear.
I'd rather have more. I'd rather have Kelvin timeline stuff than that.
I was thinking that too. It'd be interesting if they went back to that to explore that a little bit for the theatrical side of it that this implies.
Yeah. So, Well, hey, Transformers, their priority. G.I. Joe Battleship, not mentioned. So neither.
I think G.I. Joe was mentioned in a press release, but
okay. Battleship, not mentioned. Battleship.
World War Z was mentioned though.
Oh, cool.
So, go figure.
Yeah. Hey. Okay. Let's jump to what we got this week. The on-topic portion. Again, the off-topic portion is exclusive to patrons at patreon.com/TFRadio Diecast. You got something pretty cool this week.
I did. I don't have it to show on camera because I'm traveling. I actually had my wife take it out of the box and photograph it.
Did she ask how much it cost?
No.
Does she ever ask how much things cost?
No.
What about when you buy cars?
She probably doesn't as a self-defense mechanism at this point.
I was going to say, when you buy cars, does she ask how much those cost?
Not really.
I do want to say, my next toy-related purchase, Kim and I are going in together and doing it this weekend. So
interesting.
Yeah. It's The Office.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of started figuring when I realized you said toy-related purchase.
Toy-related purchase.
Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations, though.
Thank you. Diecast, what did you get?
All right.
I did get, finally, back in March, I took my Transformers 40th anniversary Optimus Prime from Walmart because I had 4 shipped to me and only one came actually not damaged. And I think I mentioned this on one of the shows as a joke, I should get that graded because there's not going to be a lot out there that are not damaged. Well, I went to a show and the grading people were there and they were, taking the stuff back and they said, in 3 months it'll be shipped back to you. And I was like, oh, okay, that's great. Well, it's now 5 months later. I finally got it back after multiple emails, and then they charged me an additional $50 to ship it back.
What the hell?
But I got it back, and it's in a very nice acrylic case, and it's a 9.0 on the grading scale.
Was it AFA?
It's AFA.
Okay, that's awesome, but when you pay for that, the return shipping is supposed to be included. All the times I've seen that.
I don't know how they did it. They just never mentioned that, hey, there's an additional charge at the end to ship it back to you. It is what it is.
I'm pretty sure when I've had stuff graded, I paid for shipping as a separate fee.
Okay, maybe what I read was a
No, I've never had a toy graded. I have had cards graded. So
yeah, I definitely would have paid for the rush, because the rush, it would have been done in a month. But I was like, it's only 2 months more. I can wait. I did not think it was going to take them this long, and I contacted multiple times, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's going to be cased this week." And then like a month later, I'm like, I haven't heard anything. Like, what's going on with this? So I did have to send a couple of emails to kind of push it through the process.
were they polite?
They were polite. So I followed.
Anybody else having a hard time hearing Diecast through the alarm bells going off in their head?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I was
sorry. That's so
I was
funny.
having that reaction. I was having that reaction when Diecast said that he dropped it off with some people at a show he went to.
I'm lightheaded. I'm lightheaded from that laughing and coughing. That was really good. I'm leaving that in. I'm leaving the coughing in. That was good.
It was Zolocon. I couldn't think of the name, but yeah, it was Zolocon in like
I never even
March.
heard of that.
Yeah, it's
that sounds
near
like a
me.
scam too.
I've heard the name, but I don't know anything about it other than it exists.
And then you have things going through your mind like, I hope it didn't get damaged while they were taking it back to the show was in Pennsylvania and they were taking it back to Georgia.
I just want to say, Zolocon, it does not sound like a scam to me. That is not the official stance of Radio Free Cybertron. So,
thank you. But we all know there's not many Optimus Prime 40th anniversary editions that came undamaged from Walmart. So I think it's really cool that the only graded toy in my collection is that Optimus Prime 40th anniversary from Walmart.
That's pretty great.
That's one thing about the grading thing is like, if you have a copy to open, it's like, now that I've got my open copy of the GoBot gun, I feel much better about getting mine put in an acrylic case for safety. But if this is like, if you've got a comic book and you get it graded, you'll never be able to read that comic book again unless you go find another copy.
You're never going to read that comic again if you wanted to get it graded, though, Don.
Yeah, I know. That's just it. That's the thing. It's like, you got to have multiples of them. Otherwise, you'll never be able to read it again.
I have one comic graded. It is Generation 2 #1. And I have other ways of reading that comic if I wanted to. I don't need to crack that one open to read it.
With another one coming in October.
I have a question. I'm not a card person, and I know GameStop will actually send out Pokemon cards to be graded. Can you play with graded cards, or does that like... That's just for display now.
No, you can't play with a graded card because like you have to have the card in a deck, and if you have a graded card in a deck, you're gonna know what that is, and it's kind of an unfair advantage thing among other problems.
Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Now I'm picturing somebody with a whole deck, a whole set of cards, and they're all in acrylic holders.
Yeah, I'm not even. Oh, sorry, Rob. Go ahead.
Just assume that anything you're having, graded and put in a case is being encased in carbonite, so you can put it up a wall and chortle at it.
Right. I'm not even sure in competitive Pokemon play if you can even play with sleeved cards. I think you have to unsleeve your cards if you want to use them for play.
Well, I was just thinking, like Brian, in the case of baseball cards, if you got baseball card graded, it doesn't really matter if it's an acrylic case or not. I mean,
it artificially inflates the price, which is the only reason I would get it graded so that I could sell it later.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, that's I don't think I got anything. Oh, I did build that Blokees Megatron. I don't remember if I showed that off, that I got that, the action one. That thing, like, and Rob and Chris are probably going to laugh at me, but that thing like blew my mind because I was super disappointed when I got to the hands because the fingers were just on individual sprues, and I was like, oh, they're not going to bend. And then when I cut them off the sprues, they actually bend. And I did not know that was possible with sprues.
Oh, nice.
And it's kind of like, when you do, if anyone knows 3D printing, where you can print something in place.
You can print
that
chains.
Moves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
did not know that was possible. And that was like, the figure actually came out really nice once I finally got it put together, and he's on that, unfortunately, like, Starscream looking throne. It's not, even Blokees is using that Starscream throne. But he is a super nice figure, and I enjoyed putting him together. It took me probably about 2 hours, maybe 3, just in between doing things, and it just came out like absolutely great. I have the Optimus Prime, and I have the Soundwave on the way.
Hey, real quick, some real-time corrections in tfradio.net/discord. So Farstrider 2099 first said proxy card, then Blade elaborated that you can play with graded card. They're called proxy cards. One is marked so you can swap with a rare card that you don't have to shuffle. So,
okay, yeah. But you wouldn't be playing with the actual card. You'd just be having one that's a designated stand-in for it.
It'd be a designated stand-in, like you could switch it out and say, I'm using this card, then you could lay the card down.
Yeah.
Is how I take that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll shut up. Anything else, Diecast?
Nope, that's all I got on topic.
Okay, Chris?
Rob, I was just going to follow up, though. Rob, correct me if I'm wrong. Don't some of the real grades, are their frame parts like molded as one unit already, but they're like articulated and everything?
Yes.
Yeah. So like Blokees is actually kind of muscling in on what Bandai's been doing for a while here too. Bandai's is a fair bit more sophisticated sounding, but yeah, it's like injection molding technology has advanced in remarkable ways over the last 20 years.
I mean, I'm not a sprue person. I normally don't build anything off of sprue. I never did Gundams or anything like that. So for me, it was just really like, wow, this is really impressive. And I'm sure it's something that, like, Rob has seen in Gundam, for a while.
Yeah, but I'm definitely not gonna laugh at you being impressed by it, because I always am too. It's just
I mean it's really cool what they can do.
Yeah, like one of the recent kits I got came with a ball and chain weapon, and yeah, the chain was molded in one piece in a like multi-layered runner that also had like a stand piece to mount it on, molded into the same thing, so they could use the clear plastic from the stand as support for part of the molding process. Like you can do some brilliant things with injection molding especially if you have the machinery to do it in layers.
The other thing I want to say about the sprues is it actually really, like, because we all know Transformers are built on a sprue, so
sure.
it makes you really understand how that process is. How, I had like 10 sprues or whatever, but most of our Transformers figures are what, like 3 or 4?
Something like that.
Yeah. So it kind of helps you understand that design process that we talk about all the time.
Well, and if you did certain years of the BotCon customizing class, like 2010 in particular, I want to say, John, back me up on that, the G2 Sideswipe, I think they actually handed that out to the participants on the runners still.
Yep, they did.
Yeah, so like you could have had firsthand experience with taking it as it came from the factory, cutting the parts off, and then doing all the assembly work. It basically works like a model kit, except with a lot more metal parts that you got to drive in.
Well, thanks for, making me feel terrible that I missed that opportunity.
Yeah, but I mean, from everything I've heard, like the customizing class was a really cool thing to have the option to do, but it was also a thing where, like, okay, you are literally going to spend 10 to 12 hours that day doing nothing but this project. Yep. And that may not be how everybody wants to spend their BotCon Thursday, I think it usually was.
I think it was like, at one point, it was Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay.
Maybe something like that.
Yeah.
You had like 2 shots at it.
Yeah.
Chris, did you get anything?
No, there was one other thing I wanted to add that I don't think was the customizing class part, but no, I don't have anything, and I can't remember what else I was going to say, so we'll just move on.
Boo. Rob?
One thing on topic. Got my last Sir Gaia order in, and there was that week they had a sale on a bulk discount for buying multiple like figures and things in the toy and hobby section. And so that meant that Legacy the Motormaster worked out to about $20 new in package.
Nice.
And that is a nice figure. I'm glad to be honest, I'm glad I got it in this form because I do like it. It's really nice. It's actually, once I did it once, it was nice and easy and pleasant to transform. But I really like those old animated Optimus Prime figures, and I am fine with having those as my representation of that character. But I never had the original Motormaster, so that is I am perfectly I feel like it was a good choice, and for the price, for getting it for what a Voyager cost like 20 years ago, I can't really fault that. So yeah, I'm happy with that, and that is my only on topic purchase for this week.
Cool. Don?
Yeah, the only thing I have on topic was tfradio.net/Amazon. They were running the Super7 Diaclone Devastator for $12.97, and there was a $3 coupon.
Oh wow!
So I got it for like $10,
which is what it should have cost in the first place.
Exactly. But now I have this one. I can open up this one. It's in a collector-friendly package if I wanted to, and not have to open up my green version for my Devastator shelf whenever it finally gets completed. But I mean, for $10, I think that's about the best, that I'm ever going to have a Diaclone Devastator. So, yeah, I figured $10. Why not? But that's the only thing I have on topic this week.
Don's like a Super7 super fan.
Almost
every week he has something from Super7.
He does, yeah.
Well, okay. Well, here's the thing, though. I have paid retail for maybe only 4 figures. Everything else I've gotten at least half off, if not better, for my collection. So I'm a fan of good prices on decent-looking figures to make a shelf look pretty awesome.
Well, that's cool, Don. Matt, did you get anything?
Yes. So I got the Fallen finally from
cool.
Age of the Primes. He is one of the very few of the primes that I will actually buy. Him and Alphatron and Star Convoy, pretty much. Really like him. He's a nice beefy figure. The flame effects are a little softer than I was hoping for a nice hard plastic. Like these still give me a little bit of trepidation. But I haven't heard of anything fusing to the plastic yet. So here's hoping. But he looks really good. He's very Dreamwave inspired, which is what I wanted the Fallen to look like. So he's great. And since last week I started on a second Devastator, like I wasn't fooling myself, so I just went ahead and got another Air Raid and Slingshot for a Superion and another Vortex for Bruticus. So
yeah, that's good. Well, I was on a somewhat related note. I was out of town last weekend. We went and saw a comedian magician and went by FYE.
You still have an FYE?
No, in the town we were in Roanoke, which is about 2 hours away from us.
Roanoke still has an FYE?
Yes.
Wow.
And I went there, and Air Raid is $39.99 on their shelf.
Well, I mean that's an FYE. What do you expect?
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just saying, how do they stay in business? Because I do not.
They pretty much haven't.
Right.
That's the problem.
Yeah. But it's like they also had, like, if you've been to a Target and you've seen like that Thor PVC statue in the toy department for $59.99, they're $100. Okay, it's just whatever. So I'm glad you got your extras at retail and not have to resort to, badness.
Cool. Anything else, Matt?
Nope.
John?
I did get one thing. Now, it wasn't a Transformer directly, but it is to augment a Transformer. And it was a pretty foolish purchase, but I'm not mad about it. So
we're big fans of those.
All combined, I think I spent about $60 on the collaboration between Toy Hacks and Nonif to create Gigastorm out of Age of the Primes.
Oh, that's
Trypticon.
awesome.
That's awesome.
So it's this really nice. And so I got the stickers and the horn set in the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 days. The horn, he's doing a light up LED horn at a later date, but I don't need that. That's cool. But it's great. I mean, that's a nice idea. So I got the basic horn. Awesome quality. Looks great. Feels great in hands. Very happy with that. Haven't opened the gajillion stickers, the $40 in stickers from Toy Hacks, but that'll definitely be a weekend project where I'm going to mod that Trypticon into Gigastorm. Very excited. Like I said, extravagant purchase, that is for sure. Like $60 in stickers and a horn, but I'm pleased right now. So that was it for me.
Are you buying a second Trypticon to have Trypticon and Gigastorm, or?
I have the first release. So I have like toy colored Trypticon, which is it's A-okay with me. I have like the original when he came out, when Takara released their version, and that version went on like clearance in some places. Like I picked that up. And by the way, his hips didn't like shred themselves. So I can't remember if Takara fixed that or I just got a lucky one, but remember that back in the day where
yeah. I think they running change corrected that during Titan's Return.
Yeah. Well, the Takara one, at least mine, has always been good. So that will continue to be my Trypticon, and this one's going to be my Gigastorm.
I love that. Excited. That's awesome. I love that. I think my Gigastorm came from Waspy Allen, or Mousepad, whatever we want to call them now. I think that's where mine came from.
Toybox Comics.
Toybox Comics, yeah. So I'm pretty sure I have Allen's. Okay. I can go. I don't think I'm going to go through everything. But I am going to go through not the high points, but the fun stuff. So this weekend I was at Target, and I almost went with this last because I think this is my favorite thing I got this week, but it's the one that's the handiest. I got the Cyber World Scorponok, and he is beautiful. He is awesome. He is very much, and Jack is barking back there. Shut up, Jack! That shut him up. So I think I'm leaving that in. So he is so toyetic. He, like last week I got that Mitten sealed box, Armada Scavenger. This is like the spiritual successor in a way. Because there's no articulation in the lower body, like none. I mean, that's not entirely true. The feet like fold back in so that in Scorpion mode or whatever, he doesn't have
no knees.
Yeah, no knees. None.
Oh, wow.
No.
Does he have like separate legs? Do they separate? No.
No. It's all molded together. It's very much a toy. It's very much a play set. And but he makes sounds and stuff.
That sounds
always
cool.
tell sounds are too expensive.
Well, they saved it by not having molded legs.
He has lights too.
Yeah. So it's just so beautiful. I love it. I love the color scheme on this. It is so fun. It is just like the coolest thing. So I'm happy to get that. I asked Triplet if he wanted one and he said no. So I came home with
yeah, I'd like to see those colors on a toy that moves.
Yeah, that's true. So I got I mentioned last week that like my big Mandarake orders plural were coming in. I don't think I mentioned this though. I should have mentioned this at the top of the show. I got hit with a duties charge on an order last week. Well, lo and behold, I got one again. So the de minimis exception doesn't expire until the 29th, but I've been hit twice, which is on duties imports because the president, through magical executive orders, decided that we were no longer having this exception in place. So in a way, it's going to save me money, I guess, hopefully, because I'm not going to be ordering so much from Japan. But it does kind of suck because I really did like ordering stuff from Mandarake and Yahoo Japan, etc. But
so were both of those through DHL deliveries?
They were DHL.
Yeah, so DHL has been noted multiple times for just applying those fees whether or not they were necessarily justified. So that's kind of a DHL thing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and last I heard, DHL is actually going to stop international shipping to the US because they've said that neither they nor the US have the logistical infrastructure to continue once every single package coming into the country has to be, inspected by US Customs.
Yeah. This is just a dumb decision. So
yeah, so it is, and also, but what I'm driving at here is, since that means that DHL is not currently putting packages through customs, you should probably write them a polite letter about all that. And get
fair point.
Money back.
Yeah, fair point. So I'll do that. Okay, so because of that, I had ordered several things off Mandarake just to get them squeezed through before the exception ends at the end of the month. So. I got a couple things, more than a couple, but I think I'll mention the fun ones. I got a couple of retraxes. So these are, of course, the vintage versions, not the reissues. The Kenner version and the Korean version, which looks just like the Kenner version, except it has a sticker on it that says something.
It sure does.
And on the back, there's another sticker. Like, I first thought it was Stunticon, but it's not. Like, they didn't make it. It's like literally just the Kenner toy with like stickers over the logo and stuff. So yeah, so it's very interesting. Let's see here. What else did I get? A lot of American stuff that just made its way to Japan and back. So I got an Energon Sharkticon sealed, and I basically just bought it because it was cheap and it was sealed. Also cheap and sealed, Beast Machines Megatron. Again, Beast Machines, not Beast Wars Returns.
I don't think there was a Beast Wars Returns version of that anyway.
Oh, there wasn't? Okay. Another... Go ahead, Don.
They could have come to our Kmart and bought all they wanted and just do stickers on them.
Yeah, so this one isn't sealed. The bubble's lifted, but it display, like, it's been repacked, and the twisties have been put back around it. Universe Dinobot, also not a great toy.
Yeah.
Is it the old laminated wire twisties?
Yes.
I miss those.
Yeah, me too. Also opened, I didn't realize when I bought it, but it was super cheap. The Universe, like the Legend Scale Beachcomber. So it's been opened. Let's see here, what else? Big box of crap. This is also a lifted bubble, but it is the like Henkei Legend Scale Minibots, Wheelie, Cosmos, and like Warpath.
Ooh.
Let's see here. More Universe stuff. Everyone's favorite, Galvatron. It was so cheap. It was like less than original retail.
That toy would have been so cool if they actually had made it a Voyager like they designed it to be.
Yeah, I mean I think that would be still one of the Universe toys that held up like Classics Mirage if it had just been that Voyager.
As it is, I don't think I've ever successfully transformed that figure without a part of it coming off.
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
Mine's in parts in a bin somewhere, so it's going to Goodwill, and that one is is the keeper. Sideswipe. Easy Collection Bumblebee scanning version. So this one's in a weird box.
That was like probably a magazine premium.
Yeah, it says Hyper Hobby.
Hyper Hobby is a magazine.
Hyper Hobby. Yeah. So the box is roughly like greeting card size. So it looks like it would be a box that you would get like cheap greeting cards in. Let's see here. Takara Great Hero Galvatron. So like a little chibi style Beast Wars Second Galvatron. Yeah. Again, lots of crazy crap. Superlink Aerial. Because you can never have enough Superlink Aerials.
That's Energon RC for the unfamiliar who are listening to the podcast later.
Yeah. So Beast Wars Rat Trap, Japanese version. Red Eye version in the box. Mentioned Drag Strip last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Universe Special Edition one.
Yeah, so these are Takara Beast Wars pocket sets. The Beast Wars Pocket Beast Wars Second came in a box, but these are little carded, again, super deformed style toys.
Hit monsters?
They're like, they're tiny. They're like pencil topper sized, but they're not pencil toppers.
Which series was that from again?
This is Beast Wars. Beast Convoy, what's it? Cheetahs?
Yeah.
Cheetahs, yeah. And like those characters. So Megatron, etc.
Yeah, so technically the rat trap you got is actually Rattle.
It is Rattle. Yeah. I don't collect Masterpiece, but like this is going to go into like either like sales later, like inventory for when I do an online store or a trade or something. It's the USA edition Masterpiece Starscream, which I don't think I ever got this, or if I did, I don't have it in the box. This is in the box.
That was a
Never
Walmart
got that
exclusive.
Yeah.
Some Walmarts just never got it.
Yeah.
'Cause I was always on the lookout for it, and I never saw a Walmart that
was roughly contemporary with Alternators, Rumble, and Cat Ravage, which also some Walmarts just never got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is sealed. It is Micron Legend, MC09, Jetfire, whatever the Japanese equivalent of Jetfire is. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I got more stuff.
Going by the katakana, the Japanese version of Jetfire is Jetfire.
Yeah.
Also known as Jetfire.
Let's see here. I got at Target when I got Scorponok, I got a Mix Smasher Optimus Prime on clearance. I know, super exciting.
Yeah.
The Classic Class RC from Blokees.
Yeah, it's the one that I got to put.
Nice.
I got to put together.
I forgot where I got this. I was out with Kim, and we were at some store that she wanted to go to that I didn't want to go to. And I said
they just had that.
And I'm like, they don't have anything. There's nothing here that I want. And they ended up having this. It was like it wasn't like a gas station. It was like something when we
she wanted to go to a gas station.
So over the weekend, so like when my daughter was in the hospital a month ago, it was over my 6-year-old's birthday. And the 6-year-old didn't have a birthday party because of it. So we asked her what she wanted to do, and she wanted to go to Buc-ee's. So we did a weekend trip, booked a hotel, and went to Buc-ee's. And there was some store, and I can't remember what it was, but it was like some tourist trap or something that had this, and I was surprised to see it.
Brian.
Yeah.
Your kids are cool in a way that very specifically resonates with me. I want you to know that.
So I didn't know how much you appreciated Buc-ee's until we had that text conversation this weekend.
I like last December was the first time I ever went to one. It's just like that's awesome, man. Like,
well, y'all had explained to me what that was because I thought it was just a truck stop. I didn't know what. I didn't know.
No trucks. There's a sign. There's a sign that says
so much more than that.
There's a sign that says no trucks. It's not a truck stop. Okay, so I think I'm going to go into a couple more things.
Brian, just real quick.
Yeah.
It must be said on air again. You are an awesome parent for having your kid, decide what she wants as a makeup, and then going to that extent for her request. That's very sweet.
Oh, thank you. So I've been wanting one of these for a while. I wanted the Optimus Prime version, but they didn't have it. Again, Mandarake, and I'm just trying to skirt by the de minimis exception. But I got the Nemesis Prime version of the G-Shock collaboration. This one comes with the watch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not wearing it, but Nemesis Prime will. Let's see here. What else do I want to go into? Yeah, I'm going to go with one more. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things left. I'm only going to go through one. I've sort of got the other ones, but they're like better versions of what I already have. So I'm not going to go into them, but like they will be displayed when I have the office put up. So but nothing shocking there. Like the coolest thing that I got, it was the literal last Mandarake purchase I made before it may not literally be the last purchase I ever make, because it is conceivable that something will pop up and the price will be so good that it'll be worth paying the duties on. But this was the last thing that I'm gonna buy for a while, and it just popped up, and it was one of those, I'm gonna buy it. It is a Zone Dai Atlas.
Oh,
nice.
heck!
Oh my
Nice.
gosh.
Yeah. So he's really
looks good.
box is in great shape.
That's so white.
It is. Yeah, it looks really good.
That's the show title.
No, it's not. No, it is not.
No, but I knew somebody was going to think that when I said it.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is super clean.
Yeah.
Like I'll be honest with you, I am not like super detail oriented when it comes to things. Sometimes, like when it comes to certain things, I'm obsessive compulsive. But when it comes to like buying toys, when it comes to buying, yes, I know. But like when it comes to buying toys, I'm like, oh, I'm going to get that. It's kind of like when I got that Scorpio watch that had the wear on it. Like if I had spent 30 seconds looking at it before buying it, I would have noticed the wear and I wouldn't have got it.
Mhm.
But this is one where I'm like, somebody will snatch that up if I don't buy it. So I snatched it up and I do not regret it. He is in great shape. Now, like I had always figured that I would just get the big powered box set instead of going for the individual pieces, but it is in such great shape. I'm gonna live with it because I can.
So, was that your last thing?
I have 4 other things I'm not going into because I already have them. They're just nicer versions of what I already have.
I just wanted to, before we jump into the off-topic stuff, going back to the Buc-ee's thing briefly. It just, by coincidence, I was talking with one of my other friends last night about the topic of gas station sushi, and like that's the like it's a limiting line for like scary food you can buy, but we kind of agreed that like we would probably be okay with Buc-ee's sushi if Buc-ee's had sushi, and I just kind of wanted to see like where do you fall? Like, would Buc-ee's sushi to you qualify still as gas station sushi, or would you actually trust it and eat it?
I'd eat it, yeah.
Yeah. Like Buc-ee's is so like far into food service processes. I think they are equipped, they are trained, they know how to handle food safely, that they could actually make sushi that would be perfectly safe to eat.
They're
as safe as your grocery store's sushi.
Yes, there's certain things they make that are just phenomenal. Their jerky is excellent.
Yeah.
Like their jerky is excellent. Like the stuff that on the bar are pretty good. Like my favorite item, it's just full of fat and carbs. But it's the Texas cheesesteak burrito, but it's delicious.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, like they're really good. So I totally
Their summer sausage is the best summer sausage I've ever eaten. I don't think there's anything I have gotten from my various visits to a Buc-ee's food-wise that I have not thought was great. Like I've enjoyed everything I've tasted from there.
Yeah,
I would eat Buc-ee's sushi.
So just because we're talking longer, one thing I got that I didn't have this version of it. I had a loose one, but this is a Bruticus box set from Japan.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, because of Don's reaction. One more.
Well, it's a Bruticus box set. I'm going to be jealous no matter what.
Predaking box set from Japan.
Well, I've got one of those somewhere. I've lost track though.
So what I love about the Predaking box set is it has a handle that you can carry it with. Yeah.
Oh, that's the reissue, right?
No, this is Vantage.
No,
oh, okay, cool. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Vintage.
Yeah. So, okay, so I got a really nice. This isn't from Mandarake. This was from Transformer Land, but like a really nice, minty, beautiful, untouched Metroplex in the box, untouched sticker sheet. Everything is just like phenomenal.
Dang.
Yeah,
neat.
Yeah, and I'll save the other thing later, which is I'll just save the other thing for later. So, okay, that's what I got this week. The off-topic portion of what we got this week is exclusive to patrons at patreon.com/tfradio. I'll start off. We'll go in reverse order, if I can remember reverse order. I got a couple of crystal balls. That's what I got. Yeah.
Didn't see that one coming.
That's pretty good, Don.
Wow. Okay.
That was pretty good. John, I think you were before me.
Yeah, sure. What? Close enough. By the way, Crystal Ball has not. I've had 2 orders canceled on Walmart, and I haven't had a chance to go to our local Walmarts yet to see if they have that gargantuan palette. So anyway, I'm gonna have to figure out Crystal Ball. But speaking of G.I. Joe, I did get the what is it called? The Cobra Modular Fortification.
Oh, mine's on the way.
That came in yesterday, and I built it, unpacked it, and built it. It's fun.
Yeah,
I really like it.
Viper.
Yeah, and the Trench Viper looks really good. Just a redeco of one of the Vipers, but it's really cool. It is effectively a box, but it is really neat and fun. And I think it continues like Classified's win streak of like the little play sets and the vehicles and the animal partners and anything outside of like the figures is always neat. I really appreciate it. And the other thing that I got, and I haven't opened it yet, I got it probably almost a week ago, but it's been sitting here, is I am collecting, I do collect some Mondo stuff. Certainly not all.
Oh,
I'm not
really?
rich and crazy and crazy. You have to be rich and crazy, but to do all Mondo stuff. But I collect their X-Men line, their 12-inch animated X-Men line, and what else do I do? Some of their random cartoon stuff. And then I also have decided to commit myself to their 6-inch real Ghostbusters line. Because the real Ghostbusters cartoon is the one and only piece of Ghostbusters like fiction, content, merch, anything that I am super nostalgic about. That was the one thing as a kid that like I was hooked on, was the cartoon. So since they're doing that 6-inch line of the 4 Ghostbusters and Janine, at least those 5 figures, I'm in. So I got the first release, which is Peter and Sam Haim, the pumpkin guy, which I guess I pre-ordered probably like 9-10 months ago at this point. So I'm super excited about that. Have not opened it, but it's like a weekend thing. I just want to kind of enjoy that one.
These are 6-inch scale.
Yep.
So they're not like 8-inch or something. Like are they?
They're specifically designed to scale and fit in with NECA's Ninja Turtle cartoon line. Like they said, they all but said that explicitly when they announced it. They were like, "This is designed to go with certain other cartoon lines you might have."
So it's a little bit bigger than like a Marvel Legend or a Plasma Series figure.
Yeah, and I think like technically it's
7,
maybe 6.5-inch scale. It's like a tweener scale, but it is built to fit with that NECA cartoon line.
They're action figures and not like little dolls.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as action figure-y as the stuff we buy gets, I guess.
Well, no, so I think like I've never purchased a Mondo product, so I think of them as like
they're action figures,
like Hot Toys or something. They're not like
no.
Toys.
No. They're action figures. They just have. I think the biggest difference between like this grade of action figure, and there's like a scale. So just real quick, like I would say, scale like Classified is your mass retail plastic action figure with paint apps and like accent paint on it. NECA Ninja Turtles would be a step up from that, where it's roughly the same scale, but it's painted from head to toe to give it that matte finish of a cartoon. And they will change price points to accommodate scale. Like they're very sticklers for scale, and they will just move around price points and price stuff at kind of whatever it takes to get the scale to look right. And then the next level up from that is what Mondo's doing, where it's an action figure. It's painted from head to toe to create that matte look again, where it really looks like it jumped off the screen. But the level of sculpt detail, the accessories, the stuff that comes with the core action figure, um, is like they're trying to get it to a different quality level where it is almost a display piece. It's almost like you would think like almost it's somewhere between action figure and articulated statue or articulated display piece, if
So I
that
mean,
makes
Brian's not
sense.
exactly wrong to kind of conflate it with Hot Toys, but it's not that far
It's not like
along the spectrum.
So
yeah, and it's not like this photorealistic kind of like
Yeah.
detail, and it's not like soft goods necessarily, like
Yeah.
where it's like mixed materials and things
So
like that.
I'm
But it is technically like the Ghostbusters themselves are like $110.
Yeah.
And the timed version, which most of those have already come and gone, Ghostbuster plus a really big ghost, those were $220 sets.
Oof.
So yeah, pricey. And then they're coming out. I'm not a He-Man person. I'm not a MOTU person, but everybody is like over the moon for their 6-inch scale 2000X line that's coming out of He-Man, which I admit that looks incredible.
Yeah, no, if they actually
look
make those
art
look like the
pieces.
cartoon.
So
Yeah, they look like art pieces.
So
They're amazing.
speaking of these looking like the cartoon, like I've watched a lot of Real Ghostbusters. That was my favorite cartoon as a kid. Like I was obsessed with Real Ghostbusters. Peter's face sculpt looks off.
I think it's one of those things too where honestly, he falls in the category of cartoon April O'Neil, where it's like for whatever everybody has this kind of specific memory of their face, and it's always going to be like 70 to 80% correct to everyone, and it's never going to be like nailed perfectly for anyone. It's in some uncanny, like impossible to perfect in 3D kind of space. I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying. The other thing that my other critique is with Winston. They gave him like two kind of like scowling faces, like angry faces, and I want at least like a not mad Winston.
Yeah.
So anyway, that would be my only critique for this line, but I'm excited about it. I think it's really great, and I hope they stop at Janine. Thank you. I just need the four guys, Janine. That's it. That'll be the capsule collection, and we can just move on with our lives.
So should I even try hoping for Extreme Ghostbusters, or
No.
just go ahead and just toss that out the window?
There's no nostalgia for that. It's not happening. So I do have the Kenner stuff on the way. I'm excited about. I love Real Ghostbusters. Like I have a Slimer on my truck. Like I have a G2 Autobot logo on the back of my
I'm
truck.
surprised you're not getting this line, Brian. I'm surprised you weren't in on this.
I love the Kenner stuff. This just doesn't work for me. It's kind of like how the only thing Masters of the Universe that really works for me is Origins. I guess I'm lucky that way in that sense. I'm not obsessive compulsive like I am with Transformers. Okay. Matt left, right? Or is Matt? Did Matt?
Yeah, Matt's having internet problems and opted out of off topic for this week.
Okay, Don.
Yeah, I got a couple of things. Speaking of Masters of the Universe, I found the Terror Claw Skeletor. So I picked him up. He hit my local Walmart along with the new She-Ra that I showed off last week.
Which She-Ra was it again?
I got
The Princess of Power, Brian.
Yeah, it's a new version.
It's for it's Masterverse.
Masterverse, yeah.
Right, okay,
Masterverse.
okay.
My Walmart got in some of the new McFarlane Super Friends figures. I picked up Cheetah just because Super Friends Cheetah is just incredibly goofy and weird, and I love it. I also picked up the evil Superman from that one episode. That comes with the kryptonite ball and chain. It's currently up on eBay to pay for this, so there's that. I got Crystal Ball. Bet you didn't see that coming. Actually, I wound up with two because it looked like one was back ordered, and whenever one is back ordered, it's like, okay, it's going to be canceled. And so I placed another order, and then they both wound up shipping. So that's fine. I'm sure I can do something with the second Crystal Ball. had a Target gift card. I had to return something with that, and I couldn't get the receipt. So I saw this on the shelf. I've been debating on whether getting it. It's the NECA Shredder. And luckily, apparently, I got it when I did because the register said unable to sell this item. And the cashier didn't know why. They didn't know why. It wasn't recalled. So she found a workaround, and I was able to buy it with the gift card. So I got like $12 in the shredder.
So what did she do? Trade it? She like scan a pack of gum or something instead?
No, it's just I think she just did like what we in the business call a dump number. It's just a generic dump number, and then you put in.
Like when you ask someone out and they give you a fake so that you can't actually call them.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
But the generic you.
Yeah, the generic you. Yeah, but I mean, it's a great looking figure, and I think it'll look really nice beside that the NECA Shredder, the Shredder as Dracula that I picked up for like now nothing because I picked up 2, sold 1, made enough to pay for the other one, so I have like $20 in both shredders, so in NECA shredders, so I'm happy. One thing I did see at FYE that I didn't know existed, I wasn't going to buy it there because I found it cheaper on tfradio.net/Amazon, but I got the Beta Ray Bill statue. And nice. I've always liked Beta Ray Bill, and it's from his non-armored ugly 90s costume, which is always better. So I went ahead and picked that up just to go on my statue shelf, because they haven't done a Thunderstrike yet, so I'm hoping they'll do one of those eventually. And the last thing I got was something I've been debating on, and I thought, I'm not going in all in on this line. Like Brian said, on Thundercats, Masters of the Universe. And then I saw Scale Raw. I saw actual photos of the toy. It's a really good looking toy. You've got a reversible cape, so he can be Mum-Ra, or he can be Skeletor, or he can be Scale Raw. So you got the Sword of Plundar, you got the reversible cape. I think it's just a really great looking figure for a very odd crossover, and I'm excited to pick it up. And Target actually, after approving the back order 4 times, it finally shipped. And last thing I picked up was I found one of these in the wild, the Altered Beast, the original werewolf form.
Oh, nice.
So I've had one, but I wanted to open these and put them on the shelf. So thanks, when I found the Roo and the Were-Dragon at Walmart a few weeks ago, I only had one of these. So I actually found one when we were traveling in Roanoke last week. And that's all I have off topic.
Cool. One thing I forgot, Don got it a few weeks ago, but it's that concept art Cyclone. I had no idea this existed until Don showed it off.
Yeah. That's such a neat looking figure.
It is. Like it's Origins, but it's not branded Origins.
Yeah, it's the proportions and stuff, but it just Cyclone has been one of those visually interesting characters for me, and that's just funky, weird, cool for me.
I love it. Yeah. So Don, thank you for informing me that this existed, because I had no idea.
No problem.
Now, Brian, real quick, you said you're into Origins. Are you going to get the Thundercats crossover?
I'm getting Battle Cat Man, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I had all the wrestling stuff, but I dumped them because they just don't fit in. Like if I have a figure and I don't hate it and it's outside of actual Masters of the Universe, I'll somehow include it in. But if it doesn't fit in and I just don't like the look of it, I don't have to have them. So
got it. One thing that's really neat, like Don said about this crossover, and I agree, all the toys I've seen look incredible, especially on the shelf in that crossover line, is that they did it so you can part swap each one of them to just make a straight up Thundercats figure.
Yeah.
Just in MOTU style. So they're all configured like that, where you can just have Lion-O or Tigra or whoever, Panthro, just in
really
MOTU
cool.
style.
Smart.
It's really cool, and that makes me really glad that I don't care more about Thundercats than I do.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I hadn't put it that way, because that's making me reconsider some things.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was going for.
Yeah, thanks. Chris, did you get anything?
No.
Rob?
Yeah, I got quite a few things. First up, besides the de minimis exception ending, there has also been some talk from the president about possibly putting a tariff, very high tariff, on semiconductors, which would make any electronic device obscenely expensive. So since I kind of need a working PlayStation console to do my job, I bought a PlayStation 5 Pro.
Prices are going up tomorrow, right?
Are they?
That's what I saw online.
Okay, well, my timing was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought that. I bought the external disk drive for it. I have not set them up yet because I am waiting for basically, since the Gundam Battle Operation 2 update is tonight and I'll be recording, I don't want to be holding at a piece of new technology while I'm trying to get my work done. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'll work on that next few days. But yeah, I got the system from Amazon. I got the drive from Best Buy. Best Buy also had a sale on a few SH Figuarts. So I got an SH Figuart Super Saiyan Vegeta for $22. That is a really nice figure for $22. That looks really good. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I think that's everything I got from domestic sellers from Surugaya. The rest of my last order from them included the high grade G Fred, which is the last of the currently in print G-Quux model kits that I do not have. Unfortunately, the last new mold from that series, the Rick Dom, comes out next month, so I'm going to have to wait until U.S. retailers get it and take my chances. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm happy to keep up with that line as well as I have for as long as I have, and I'll grab the Rick Dom when I can. Also got a couple of things, just like I said, since there was a bulk discount if you got enough things in the toy and hobby category, I grabbed a couple of things because with the discount their prices were reasonable. I got the Robot Spirits Galbaldi beta for I think slightly under $50.
Wow.
Which for Robot Spirits is damn good, but yeah. That is just a really, really great figure.
Envy.
Yeah, extremely well articulated. Comes with spare option parts to have the shutter on the back of the head open for when it's sending a flare. There's actually a little slide on the back of the backpack to push up the beam saber, which can also be mounted in the position it was in the Zeta Gundam compilation movies inside the shoulder armor. And yeah, just ridiculously articulated as all Robot Spirits anime figures are. I am really sad that I'm probably never going to get a decent price on that Hyakushiki because that looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
But lastly, again, because there was a discount and took it down to about the same price as the Galbaldi, a little bit more. I've been eyeing for probably almost 20 years. The Revoltech Kenshiro, based on the Fist of the North Star Ken's Rage game, the Dynasty Warriors game, entirely because it comes with a pair of effect pieces for Kenshiro's Hyakuretsu Ken, the 100 Crack Fist, that is just a translucent shaded blue piece with a bunch of fists molded into it. It looks really entertainingly silly, and I decided again, since this was probably the last time I was going to be doing Surgai anytime soon, I had better do that. So yeah, I got that. It's pretty nice. The interestingly, the way it handles the big shoulder pads is a way that I have encountered on much newer Bandai model kits. So just like that, there's hinges on the back so that you can just swing them directly up if you need to and get them out of the way. But yeah, that it looks pretty nice, and I am pretty sure that is everything I have gotten this week.
Cool. Diecast, you get anything?
Yeah, I got Crystal Ball, and I got the Trench Viper, or whatever you're calling him, with that little I'll post. And that's it.
Cool. I want to thank our patrons at patreon.com/tfradio. Patrons get an ad-free version of Radio Free Cybertron that you get it a day early at a higher bit rate with the complete What We Got This Week segment for the podcast, including non-Transformers content. Patrons get a weekly Patreon exclusive pre-show podcast, which I need to catch up on. I'm going to get that posted this weekend. So you get unedited episodes of RSC. If there are any major edits, there are none this week. On Discord, you get Fancy Color, Autobot Red for touched patrons, purple for everybody else, Decepticon purple. You get There Goes My Money a week early. Patrons at the touch tier get to be on There Goes My Money. And touch patrons are mentioned on the show each week and listed at tfradio.net/credits, which I will do right now. I want to thank Kevin Dorsey, Sent the Proto, Mollis Koenig, Daniel Scott, Nathan's Fast Talk Food Reviews, Trickster, Here's Why It's Cool, Ryan Bona, Emmett Stresovich, Rabbits, Hector Bones, Joey Russell, Sean Williamson, Spider Bob, Sean Hamilton, Sean Bratton, Crazy Word, Eric EPY, and Eric Crownover. Thank you all so much. If you want to join these fine folks, go to tfradio.net/Patreon or patreon.com/tfradio. They both work because I don't remember which one I go to. It's like, I just do it. Either one, patreon.com/tfradio to sign up. And like, I'm amazed that my voice is held up as well as it has an hour and a half in with like, I have a sore throat. So like, I'm going to try to get through this pretty quick. You can find everything that we do at tfradio.net going back 26 years. Rob Springer is not here. He's at Rob Springer on Twitter, at zonebase.org, and at zonebase.bsky.social. You can find me at briankilby.com. Matt is not here. He had to leave. He is at melvar.bsky.social. That's 3 L's and 2 R's. Diecast, how do people get a hold of you?
They can get a hold of me on X and Blue Sky at Diecast2. You can like my Facebook page at Reviews by Diecast. You can see my reviews on tfradio.net/reviews or youtube.com/rfcreviews. And that's pretty much it.
Don?
I can be reached on Twitter at HMRC, the number 4 EVR. I can be reached on Blue Sky at HMRC, the number 4 EVR.bluesky.social. I can also have an Amazon wish list, tfradio.net/donlist.
John?
That John D everywhere except on eBay where I'm Cloudburst.
Sweet. Anything new posted?
No, I was in the hospital, so
that's right. Yeah.
There's that.
Fair.
But no,
Fair.
not this week.
Fair. Cool. Chris?
Playwithphotography.com is my website. It can be found in our Discord at tfradio.net/Discord, and my Amazon wish list is at tfradio.net/ChrisList.
Rob?
I am at robflails.bsky.social for now. We'll see how that comes out.
Yeah.
I am also on YouTube at youtube.com/@flailthroughs. I mostly cover Gundam games. Gundam Battle Operation 2 is my main thing. That updates once a week with a new mobile suit. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. But I did get last week's, which was the Burger Gyros from Gundam F91. And that is really nice and makes me regret that there hasn't been a new model kit of that in 35 years. But beyond that, if you like what I'm doing over there, patreon.com/flailthroughs, you can support the site, you can make requests. The details are all over there. And I also have an Amazon wish list at tfradio.net/playlist.
Very cool. That's it. We will see you next week. Have a good one.
Take care, everyone.
Recording stopped.
Hey, people.
Thanks for being here, live audience. We're
Yeah.
going to probably be taking off right now because Brian is going to die.
Yeah. Bye,
Not really.
people. Bye.